I can talk. I hope you can hear that. What's up, everybody? We are currently at Daytona. It is day 3, but I wanted to take you along for the ride of how we got here and how this guy, me, and this bus have been planning this weekend for almost 2 years. All right, we just arrived at our first campsite of the father-son trip down to Florida. We're collecting some firewood. We're camping next to a riverside. We can't really complain except for the fact that there will probably be quite a few mosquitoes tonight. But you know what? It doesn't really matter because we are out in the country. We're next to a beautiful river. Some of our neighbors that are just parked right on over there just swinged on by, and they were talking to us, and they invited us over for a fire. So we're gonna go hang out with them. One of the best things about living on the road is just meeting other like-minded people. It's just, no matter where you go, you just always meet people that are super awesome and just wanna hang out, and they live in a teardrop, so I'm hoping I can get a look at that. Our time at the campground has come to an end. Last night I actually didn't get much footage of us hanging out with our friends on the other side of the campsite that we met in the teardrop trailer. I will say that their teardrop is amazing, completely custom built, and he says he built it for only like 500 bucks because he used all reclaimed material, which is pretty cool. But now we're gonna hit the road. We've got about 3 hours to go so that we can get to... Dad, where are we going? Daytona! That's right, we're headed to Daytona. We also got up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Because of a rooster.
Because of a rooster that was going off in the distance that woke us up. But the cool thing about it was that we got to watch that morning fog just kind of rise out. And now the sun is just like beaming through all the fog and burning it off in the morning. So it was really cool to be able to see that and get to enjoy that morning. Our friends are right there. Also, this is a free camping spot, and I just want to point out that there's also a bathhouse with hot showers right there, which I know is very abnormal, but you can't really complain. We just made it to Florida. Not record time. I think we made it in like 3 days. We took our time getting down here, but we made it to Florida.
I think I missed the exit.
You missed the exit?
Yeah, but we're close.
We're so close and he misses the exit. It's all right.
It's right there.
3 lefts always make a right, and 3 rights always make a left, so we're good to go. That's where we're going. I don't think you can. Yeah, you can't possibly see it on camera. This is why we came all the way to Florida. Oh my gosh, look, it's right there. That was so worth 17 hours. Oh man, look at all these campers. We're at the golf cart emporium. All right, after waiting like what, 4 hours? Yeah, maybe like waiting 4 hours. We have to go through this like TSA check-in to be able to get into the infield because they got to check to make sure we don't have any dangerous things on our school bus, which I don't. So we're pretty much just waiting, but we're excited to get in. It took a while to unpack, get settled in, the sun's going down, the storm just came through, but we are officially at Daytona. We are directly on turn 1, so from that rooftop deck, we can pretty much see the entire side of turn run and the front stretch, but I'm gonna go up on the deck and I wanna show you what I'm seeing. All right, so we're here for like the next pretty much almost week. There's gonna be races all the way until Sunday when the actual Daytona 500 is, but this is the view. I told my dad, which I'll go into more, 2 years ago, that when I built this bus, we would take it to Daytona because it's something he's always wanted to do. And 2 years later, we are here at Daytona on turn 1. But we're gonna go explore, walk around, check out what's going on, and see what's up. I don't know if I can talk. I hope you can hear that. but it's been raining all morning, so we haven't been able to get any of the cars out on the track. But they just dried the track, and they're letting out the rider experience cars, which are people who paid to essentially ride along in these cars. But we wanted to come up on the deck and just kind of check out what it's gonna be like when there's 42 cars.
Xfinity cars.
So can we just all notice right now that I'm in a school bus that I built myself and I love deeply, and there's like $1 million coach right there. I don't know who owns it, but it's just really funny. So I'm gonna try to talk around all these cars that are just, you know, racing around the track and making a lot of noise. But I wanted to give you some of the background of how I ended up in Daytona with my dad. So 2.5 years ago, when I was building my bus, my dad pretty much told me he would help me if one day we went to Daytona together in my bus. So 2 years later, 2.5 years later, we finally made it, and me and him are here. My brother's gonna be flying in, his friend's coming in, so we're gonna get a good group on the bus. But it pretty much is like a culmination of, after 2.5 years of kind of building, living, and planning, he's finally starting to live his dream of what he wanted to do when he envisioned us building the school bus. Not all the campers are here yet, so there's still some spots open. So I wanted to go find a spot like right up against the fence and try to get some footage of these cars going by. One's coming by right now, I think you can hear it. They're also nowhere near going full speed, but either way, it's pretty cool. And man, after just seeing one car go around the track for a while, kind of makes me wonder what it's gonna sound like when there's 42 cars going like 200 miles an hour around the track. I'm not really a huge NASCAR fan. I've never really been like super into it. I've watched a couple races with my dad, but I gotta say, this is pretty impressive. My bus only goes like 70 miles an hour, so 200, I think it would flip over on those turns actually. What do you think?
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I was just saying, I think after seeing one car, it's kind of, what is it gonna be like at 42?
It's gonna be insane.
All right, me and my dad just had some lunch. The cars are racing. It is noisy everywhere you go. But we've heard that there's a museum somewhere on this part of the track, so we just took the tunnel out to the outside, and we're gonna try to find this museum and see if we can figure out where it is. So we're walking around the outside of the track. We met some ladies over at the front gate who had a bunch of information. They gave us some pamphlets and information. We've got multiple pamphlets now, all the information you could possibly want. But we're trying to find the museum still, and we're told it's on the other side of the track. We told them that we would just walk, and they kind of laughed at us because we didn't realize that, of course, this track is 2.5 miles around, which means we gotta walk at least like 3/4 of a mile just to get to the other side. So we're going on a little bit of an adventure here. Ooh. Whoa. Hey Dad, do you think you could drive one of these?
Oh, I'd love to drive one of these.
You'd love to drive one of these? All right, so we were where? We were there. Now we have walked all the way around, and we are now currently about there. And we're going right there. Alright, so we started over here, as we showed you. We walked all the way over here. We found out that the museum is pretty much closed at this time, so we walked all the way here for nothing. So now we're gonna walk all the way back to the bus. But today was really a good day though, because we got to explore, get our bearings on the ground, figure out where things are. Because tomorrow the event actually starts opening, the vendors start opening. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. But I just wanted to make this video and give you a little kind of, I don't know, idea of what we're up to, what we're doing. And you're gonna have to see the race and figure out what we're doing next in the next video. Thanks for watching.